We're making juicy turkey smash burgers that are flavorful and perfectly crispy on the edges. They're a lighter take on a classic smash burger topped with fresh veggies and a creamy, tangy Greek yogurt secret sauce. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes to our favorite foods, then you are in the right place. To make this healthier version of Big Mac sauce, we're going to start with Greek yogurt as our base. So in a small bowl, I'm going to add half a cup of some full-fat Greek yogurt. Next, we'll add 2 tablespoons of some avocado oil, but you could also use light olive oil. Next, I'm going to use a teaspoon of mustard powder, but you could also use jarred mustard. And for a touch of natural sweetness, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. You could also use honey. And for a little tang and flavor, I'm going to add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, but you could use white vinegar instead. And for seasonings, we're going to add half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and half a teaspoon of paprika. Then we'll add about 1/4 teaspoon salt and a dash of pepper. And then we simply stir it together until it's well combined. To make these really easy burgers, we're going to start with 1 pound of ground turkey. And you could use any variety or any fat content that you like. I really like using the 85% because I think it gives you nice juicy burgers. So we're going to start with the meat in our bowl, and then we're going to add our seasonings. Now you're welcome to jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can click on the link that's in the video description below. And that will take you to the full recipe with all the details, including nutrition facts, frequently asked questions, and substitutions. So I'm going to start by adding 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of salt, and a few dashes of pepper. And then we want to mix all the seasoning down into the meat. So you could either use your fingers or you could use a spatula if you're not crazy about the texture of the raw meat. I'm going to go ahead and just use my hands. And then once we have the seasoning spread throughout, we're going to divide our dough in half, and then divide each piece in half again, and then we'll roll them each into a ball. Now, if you could use more healthy inspiration on a regular basis, I invite you to join my email list. All you have to do is click on the link in the video description below, and that is the best way for us to stay connected. Now that we've rolled them all into balls, we're ready to smash and cook our turkey burgers. So you can cook your burger on any skillet that you can bring to a medium-high heat because we want these burgers really crispy. I'm using my HexClad Hybrid Griddle because it gives you the best of both cast iron and nonstick. So I'm going to spray in some avocado oil. And I'm also going to spray the back of my spatula, which will make it great for smashing the burgers. So now I'll add in one of our patties and simply smash it down with my spatula. Get it nice and flat. And then we can repeat for the rest of our patties. And smashing them out nice and thin will give you those nice crispy edges. And then for some extra flavor, I'm just going to sprinkle on a little bit of some Worcestershire sauce. And then we'll just let these cook until the bottom is nice and crispy. And then we can take a peek underneath and then flip that over. And that golden color equals flavor. Once they're all flipped over, I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of the Worcestershire sauce on top. Now as they're cooking, I'm going to go in and just smash them occasionally just to make sure the center bottom gets nice and crispy too. And now after several minutes, we can look at the bottom, which are nice and grilled. So these smash burgers are done. So go ahead and move these onto a plate. And then while the pan's still hot, we'll add a little butter to the bun. And then we go ahead and toast these up. Oh man, that smells good. Oh, that looks perfect. Now that our buns are toasted, we can assemble our burgers. Now for the best part, which is assembling our turkey smash burger. So we'll start with the bottom half of the bun, then add my turkey patty and some cheddar cheese and some fresh green lettuce and a slice of tomato and a few red onions and a couple sliced pickles. Now I'll take the top of my bun and spread on the best part, which is our secret sauce. And then we'll smash this down on top and then come up with a strategy for how I'm going to actually get this into my mouth. So we'll just smash it all together and go in for the bite. That is incredible. As soon as you bite in, you get that juicy burger that has so much flavor, and then getting those fresh vegetables are just super vibrant. And I love that sauce, which comes in with a little bit of tang and just a tiny bit of sweet. And the cheese is just smooth and yummy. And then the pickles give it just a little tangy edge. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. And I've included a link to this full recipe, and it's in the video description below. And that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.